calming rest and relaxation. Well, that's what usually comes to mind when we think of a spa day. However, that wasn't exactly my experience. Recently, my girlfriend arranged for us to stay at a beautiful hotel out in the countryside that included the use of an on-site spa. And yes, this is the same girlfriend who put me through my worst nightmare that I talked about in a previous video, so maybe this was her way of making up for it. Although it wasn't exactly without its problems. Firstly, let's just discuss massage. Now, I'm sure there are people out there that absolutely love a good massage, but for me, the idea of having a complete stranger rub oil over my half-naked body is not exactly something that I imagine to be a relaxing experience. So, instead, looking over the spa's facilities, I decided there were 4 in particular that I would like to try out. The pool, the jacuzzi, the steam room, and the sauna. So I arrive at the entrance to the spa and a staff member kindly points me in the direction of the changing room. I go in, get into my swim shorts, and then step back outside, only to find the staff member had now gone. I stand there awkwardly, not knowing where I'm supposed to go for a while, as other guests walk by looking confused at the half-naked man standing in the hall. So I take a step back into the changing room, wondering if there was a sign or something I missed, and yeah. It's only at this point that I notice a second door across the room that actually leads into the spa itself. So, a good start. Firstly, the pool. So I kicked things off nice and simple by jumping in the pool. Now, I'll be honest, I'm not a particularly good swimmer, so I pretty much just went as deep as I could while still standing on my tiptoes, just enough to keep my face above water. But you know what? I still had a great time in the pool, so it's a big tick from me. The jacuzzi. I have been in a jacuzzi a few times before. In fact, we even had one on one of our previous holidays. You know, the one where I was horribly savaged by a cat. But feline assault aside, I had definitely enjoyed it that time. So I optimistically take a seat in the jacuzzi, activate the jets, and... honest to God, this has to be the most powerful jacuzzi I've ever seen in my life. It was like a jacuzzi on steroids. But hey, despite the over-exuberance of this one in particular, I was still having a good time. The steam room. Now this part of the video is going to be very easy to draw because for any of you who have ever been in a steam room, you'll know that all you can see is this. Now I don't know who came up with the idea of taking a seat in a small room filling with boiling hot steam, but I will never understand how it caught on. It's way too hot. You can't see a thing, and if you have the audacity to breathe, you drag all that hot steam into your lungs to create a fabulous combination of pain and choking. Nope, this one does not get the J& Pixels spa treatment approval. And finally, the sauna. Okay, so I have seen many TV shows and movies featuring a sauna, showing it to be a glorious place to take a seat, relax, and just let the stress melt away. But honestly, the only thing melting away was me. What the hell is going on here? The temperature in this room made the steam room look like an Arctic expedition. It felt like I had basically just paid to step into a human-sized oven. If you enjoy a sauna, good for you, but your skin must be made out of steel. I must have lasted a minute before the heat was too much and I burst out of there like it was on fire, which it felt like it was. So all in, a 50% success rate on the spa. So whether you look at this glass half full or half empty, one thing is for sure. I think I'll be picking the hotel from now on.